Who can apply MicroQuarz? Obviously, anyone who is professionally involved in the world of painting. I prefer recommending it to professional painters, considering their ability to accomplish finishing the corners and paying attention to the door and window frames. Their presence in such situations is crucial to creating a continuous coating, which also has a decorative aspect, what we are looking for. However, a construction expert who is more focused on carrying out processes before the final finishing stage often lacks the necessary attention to detail required in the final stages of the job, known as the finishing process. This includes tasks such as the application of MicroQuarz. The first advice I give is to trust on a skilled painter. It is important to keep in mind that not all painters are the same, and the market has both good and not so good professionals. It is crucial to select a professional who can prove that they have done this type of application before and that it really suits them, because if not, to be honest, the final experience will not be a good one. We have an academy that we call Academia Ecoresinas, where we really strive to create professional installers and also to create professionals of this type of continuous coatings who are not necessarily an applicator, but for example, you can be an exterior designer, an architect, a decorator, or a builder who is not doing the work in an executive way. To execute work effectively and professionally, it is crucial to have a thorough understanding of the process. This enables you to ensure that the work is carried out to a high standard and to assume responsibility for any issues that may arise. It is also important to keep your client well informed, as they will ultimately demand accountability for the success of the project. We also collaborate with architects, builders, and interior designers who aspire to gain professional training in this field to effectively prescribe works, ensuring customer satisfaction upon project completion. It's not just the installer's responsibility to leave the work completed satisfactorily, but it also falls under the responsibility of these professionals. At the Ecoresinas Academy, we operate under 3 core values. Our primary objective is to train competent technicians. This requires a sound understanding of the technical aspects involved. Mastering the application technique alone is not enough. It is equally important to acquire technical knowledge of the process, especially the proper use of equipment and support. I will elaborate on this in the next video. It is vital to have this knowledge when working with our products. Not only must the installer possess technical knowledge, but so too must a builder, an architect, and an interior designer. At Ecoresinas Academy, we try to communicate this knowledge to everyone. Our other objective is to train highly skilled professional installers who can expertly apply this knowledge. And the next purpose we have is that somehow these companies also know how to create their vehicles, know how to create their companies that are productive, that are prosperous, that do well. Because if they do not have a vehicle that does well, a company that works, if they are good applicators or they are very good technical experts because they have technical knowledge, they are not going to be able to move forward with their work if they do not have a company that works. Therefore, we strongly believe that it is paramount to establish proficient and customer-centric companies in this sector. Ultimately, it is the customers who desire these services and products. Therefore, companies that are efficient, reliable, and responsive to their clients' needs should be created. And if, as I said before, if there are professionals who know a lot about the subject, but then at the end they are thinking about how to pay suppliers, about how to execute the work, about how I got my fingers caught with the 3 days I had budgeted and in the end I got 5, then this is also a problem. So the vehicle is fundamental and important. So I suggest trusting a professional application and contacting our team of trained experts who are actively working to help carry out your project. If you require their assistance, please get in touch with us and we will put you in contact with them.